They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Burgers, fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Well, it might be raining outside, but that never stopped a basketball game that's played indoors. Hello, everyone, and welcome into our Sunday FBA Game of the Week. I'm Jesse O. Alongside me is Alvin Delvey. Alvin, these two teams are in the top half of FBA play so far in the first 6 weeks of the season. We have the Claremont Crocs, who are the home team, playing against the onslaught of the Brevard Bobcats, who are coming in at 4-3 on the season, but both of these teams have been playing well and playing better as each of their games has gone on. What can you tell me about how they're going to bring in those styles of play today?
Wow, this is going to be a phenomenal game. We're going to see a lot of high-intensity plays, a lot of highlight plays as well, and Brevard especially. They're coming off of a loss to the Pride. They gave them their first victory, and right now Coach Miller is telling his guys they have to put it on today. They cannot escape this gym without a W. And on the other end, the Claremont Crocs feel the same way. They need to get back in the win column. They've done a great job all year, and both of these teams have similar identities, and they play the perfect game for each other. Brevard does a phenomenal job offensively, having the second best scorer in the league in Jace Hogan, having him do what he does. You have a lot of guys on their offensive roster who can do things for them dynamically, and they do so on both ends of the court. You have a lot of guys like Lucius McKay, who brings in about 2.5 steals per game. Jace does so as well. And Trey Thompson is pretty much the glue. He does a lot of things. He has his accolades as well. There's a whole roster full of these guys on Brevard, and on the other end, man, oh man, the Claremont Crocs do it all. You have Cornelius Reynolds, who really plays on both ends. He's a very dynamic slasher. You have the Luna Twins, who bring that fire, that aggression to you, and really like to get under the skin of their opponents. And they have a lot of guys, and Steve Toyloy also is just a monster, a pure mammoth, a truck, a diesel on that block. So it's very interesting. We could go on and on about the numbers and the X's and O's, but we're going to have to see who the Jimmy and Joes are when they turn this game on.
So two things to note for this game. The Claremont Crocs, who come in at 4-2 on the season, are without one of their best players. Their point guard, Montel Williams, is not here today. But conversely, on the other side, the Brevard Bobcats are without their best player, who also happens to be the second leading scorer in the FBA. Jace Hogan is out. So, if you're both of these teams, how do you make up for the deficit on those losses?
And I feel like, because Montel Williams does a phenomenal job for the offense, however, it's going to be more of a hit for the Brevard to lose Jace Hogan, because he does so much for them offensively that now there's a big void, and that's about 38 points that someone's got to come up with. 2.5 steals. There's a lot of rebounds they're going to have to come up with. For someone, other guys are going to have to step up. and that gives a great opportunity for these guys on Brevard and for the Crocs. It's going to be really up to Kenny Long to be the one. Instead of being always pushing the pace, he's going to have to slow it down and do what Montel Williams does, and that's facilitate, that's slow the game down, that's get guys to their spots. Montel Williams plays more like Chris Paul, so he has to really sit there and big brain the situation and have a lot more IQ plays than he's accustomed to having. Not saying he doesn't have them, but now he's going to have to do it even more when they lose Montel Williams.
Kenny Long up top, though, is, sort of
dynamic.
The future of where this team is going to go. Montel Williams, obviously, he has many opportunities to go play abroad. So Kenny Long, for the foreseeable future, will be their up-and-coming point guard. And he doesn't do a bad job of it either. But he likes to play a little bit more of the shooting guard role because he does have the ability to create his own shot. But he likes to kick it out to people, but he does a great job of driving in down low and just kind of nailing it around the block down there.
Because Kenny Long, one thing that's interesting about Kenny Long is that he really doesn't have to do that, because you have a guy like Montel Williams, you know that's his role. Everyone knows their role on the team, so he knows that's his role. When he comes in the game, he's going to be speed, he's going to push the ball, he's going to push the pace, he's going to get his buckets, and he's going to facilitate. And then he's going to let the other stuff go to Montel Williams. Now when Montel Williams is in, or when Kenny Long is in by himself, you see him take the more traditional role, moving the ball around, getting guys like Cornelius Reynolds involved, facilitating, and doing things of that nature. But this is going to be an interesting game because both teams are hungry for a win, and we're seeing two teams cut from the same cloth go at it head to head.
Both teams actually coming off a loss. So the Bobcats came off a loss against then the worst team in the league, Pride. So they lost to the team that was 0 first, so now they're 3-3 on the season. The Claremont Crocs are coming off a blowout loss against the Florida Flight, in which the game that the Flight didn't necessarily play their best basketball, but still have some of the most talent in the league. So both teams now looking to get back into the win column. So as we get going here to start the ball game, we'll go down to the floor for our starting lineups presented by Pauley Wealth Management. So both teams lining up at center court. To start things off, right up in the middle, you'll have Devontae Clark matching up against Steve Toyloy, who will be the big men down low. Cornelius Reynolds, Kenny Long, Cody Hoff, and Kyle Clark will round out the starting lineup for the Crocs. Kevin Davis will get his first start for the Brevard Bobcats, joined alongside Lucius McKay, Trey Thompson, and Darius Clark. The ball is live, and the Bobcats have won this one, and they already turned it over. Other side, Reynolds into the lane, throws it up with his left hand, no good. His second chance, Devontae Clark denies it. Ball's tipped around, and Reynolds will recover, so the Claremont Crocs will get to set up their offense again. Long, down low, out to Clark for a left wing three to start off the game, and he hits.
Big shot by Clark, and you see the aggression and the fire early on in this game, right from the tip. It is going crazy. Clark being the beneficiary of a nice pass, banging home a trifecta to blow this game open.
So now Clark moves over to the right, McKay for three, and he couldn't get that one to fall. Clark, the pass ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds taking his time up to Toyloy. Now on the left side, Cody Hoff will try a three himself. And that one's off the mark. McKay running the floor the other direction. The bounce pass ahead, cut off by Reynolds. Reynolds the bounce ahead to Long, and Long's so good in these situations, but he missed the layup. Down low, a blocked shot. That's 2 blocks already for Devontae Clark. That time it was on Clark. Now Clark down low, and Trey Thompson puts it through.
That was beautiful. Offensive, turning defense into offense by the Brevard Bobcats.
The Claremont Crocs, so far this season, are shooting 22% from beyond the arc, Alvin. Left side, McKay, up top to Clark, over to the right wing. Now here's Darius Clark, a few dribbles in, the give up to Davis, and Kevin Davis getting his first basket of the ball game. So it's different, the height advantages that Jace Hogan brings into the ball game, but Kevin Davis, the shifty guard, down low, hasn't got much time to play. Now he's got a chance to earn a starting spot on this team. Cody Hoffa takes to the basket. And now it's a 5-4 game.
And that's a very interesting point you made, because without that dynamic, now you have a guy matched up on Kenny Long, and now other guys get an opportunity to really showcase their skills, and you're seeing them do just that.
So that one gets dribbled out of bounds by the Crocs. So Brevard will still have possession of it on their side. Here's Devontae Clark over to the right to Lucius McKay with the black Jordan headband on. 4 seconds on the shot clock, throws it right. Darius Clark a pump fake, 1 second on the shot clock, and he passed it to the left. It was a shot clock violation.
And that's just a testament to the Claremont Croc defense. We're going to be saying that a lot this game. That's their identity. That's what they bring to the table, and they do it night in and night out. This is no exception. Great job by Claremont forcing that.
Claremont came into this game at 4-2 on the season. Brevard now at 3-3. Long guarded by McKay. The bounce pass right to Clark. Clark a few dribbles in, turns around, and makes the mid-range.
Beautiful shot by Clark, understanding what he needs to do for this offense, and he's doing it early.
McKay to the right to Davis, and now Davis going quickly into the lane. He missed the layup. The bounce pass ahead from Toiloy, and it's off the mark. McKay with the steal as he goes the other directions, dribbling right. Now pulls up for a three, and it's off the front iron. Darius Clark gets it back. He'll try a three himself and airballs it to the right.
Smallest guy on the court gets the board. That's the heart Kenny Long plays with.
From the left elbow, there's Reynolds for his first basket of the ball game, and a timeout taken on the floor. It's a 9-4 ball game. The Claremont Crocs come out swinging and are on a little bit of a run.
Burgers, fries, and shakes, Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Early on, you see a timeout needs to be called because it's just fire on both ends. Both teams playing their brand of basketball early in this game. Stay tuned and watch more dynamic play as we round these quarters out.
Clark up top. Double team, gets through the traffic. Seville, a quick catch and shoot, no good. And Toiloy the rebound as he football throws it ahead to Clark. Clark pulls out, now dribbles in, and that ball is stolen away by Lucius McKay. Great hand reaction there by McKay as he gets through some traffic. Down low, McKay, turn around, shoot from the left side, no good. Ball knocked around. Long recovers. Long with handsy with the ball. Clark, other end, goes up strong, and finally put through by Cornelius Reynolds.
Cornelius Reynolds is an absolute threat. Offensively, defensively, in transition, it doesn't matter. He's an all-out threat right there. You see him getting the putback up and in on the fast break.
Davis driving in now. Trey Thompson, the big man, in on Cody Hoff, fouled, and goes to the line to shoot two.
Trey Thompson is just flat-out dynamic. 3-time MVP, best athlete. He brings a lot to the table. He thrives, absolutely thrives in crunch time situations. And right now, we're seeing him do his thing at the free throw line.
Thompson misses the first one for the Brevard Bobcats. So some early free throws here. Thompson shooting 33% from the free throw line so far, or excuse me, 31% from the free throw line so far, but he makes that one. This shot on the other end, and here comes McKay. McKay wants a screen on the right and gets it from Seville, now gives it up to Thompson. Thompson, a few dribbles as he goes over to the right, almost lost it. Blocked down low, and a turnover. Here comes the pass to the left. Long to Clark. Clark catch and shoot. And it's off to the left side. Darius Clark the rebound.
That was a great possession by the Crocs, not able to convert it to points.
Davis with a little floater. Davis now with 4 points.
Great job getting to your spot, attacking the seam, throwing that chocolate float way up high and knocking it home. Good job by Davis.
And here's the new guy, Nicholas Turner.
He had a phenomenal debut. Showed a lot of his hops and athletic ability. Right there, you see him doing that once again, and now he earned himself a trip to the free throw line.
Turner 23% from the free throw line. Excuse me, 67% from the free throw line. I was looking at his number, 23. That's why that one came out. And he gets to shoot 2 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the first.
67 isn't a horrible number from the stripe. You just want to make sure he's able to continuously do that and improve on that number.
Turner now for the second one. And that one's off the front side. 12-7 ball game. This one's closer than our first two. Way closer than our first two already.
100%, but also the intensity's there. We're watching the upper echelon of this team, of this league. And we're watching what type of basketball that is.
Thompson fouled.
Clark does not like that call. Had to blow off some steam by running to the opposite net.
Here's the inbound from Davis. Now he takes a few dribbles towards the left. Now switches up, eyes go right. Tipped around, Kenny Long, the steal. Long the other direction. He gets into the restricted area, throws it up, no good. Shaq Seville, a big rebound, and they give it off to Davis. There was his outlet. And now Clark will throw it ahead. McKay for 3. And that's off the mark. Ball tipped around and brought down by Turner. Other side. Reynolds is fouled. And made the shot.
Great job by Reynolds, leaking out on that one. And when he got his opportunity, he made it. And now he has another chance to get an and one and give them an even greater lead than they have.
So the Firecracker Luna Twins are in the game. Love these guys. Reynolds hits the and one shot. He's got 7 points, and now his team leads by 8. Darius Clark going to the right. Now kicks it out to Davis, back to Thompson, left side McKay. Good ball movement by the Bobcats. The bounce pass to Seville. Seville dribbling in on Turner. Gets a screen from Thompson. Thompson the rebound. And Thompson trying to create some room. And a shot clock violation. He didn't hit the rim.
Another stout defensive possession by the Crocs. Once again, it starts with the perimeter defense and it trickles down to interior defense. You see, of course, another shot clock violation.
Here's our crew chief for the game, Mike Rivera, with the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Trey Thompson.
Didn't agree with the call, got a little animated, and he got nabbed with the teeth.
Luna couldn't make the free throw. Still a 15-7 game. Here's the inbound to Clark. He'll bring it up the floor. Gives it back to Reynolds, and now the offense is set up. Man-to-man defense by the Bobcats. And up and under goes Reynolds.
Reynolds just does a phenomenal job of slashing, attacking the basket. He can finish all kinds of ways. Up and under, over and up, doesn't matter. Reynolds is getting it to the ball.
Clark, a hard drive and a block. Here's Kyle Clark, other direction, tapped out of bounds by the Bobcats. 10-point lead. For the Claremont Crocs as Sherrod Jean will check in for Jacques Seville. Clark the inbounds, catch and shoot, and an air ball by Reynolds. There's David Luna with a foot on the line. It was a long two. There's Daniel Luna, left side, Clark. No good on the three.
3 shots, 3 threes. Tough possession by the Crocs.
Sherrod Dean tries a three other side. That's the first shot he took in the ball game, and he made it.
Sherrod Dean steps in and knows exactly what he needs to do. Bangs home a trifecta.
Down low, Davis caught the ball in the turnover, and he will be fouled by David Luna. I can see this game getting chippy a little later on, Alvin.
100%.
I just feel it. It's in the air. That or the humidity.
The stage is set. Humidity is in the air. There's no sunlight beaconing through these windows because it's all gray outside. We are in for the game of the week, and it's bound to get chippy.
McKay dancing to Clark. Darius Clark back to McKay. Dean, the turnaround catch and shoot. Off the mark, ball tipped around on the rebound, and Reynolds pulls it down. Quick throw over to the left side, Cody Hoff can convert on the three. Now here's McKay, fast break in transition. Darius Clark, guarded by Hoff, dribbling right, goes up and makes the shot and draws the foul. That's a big make by Darius Clark.
Great job just attacking. Attack mindset early on in this game, and you see him thriving in that role he's created for himself on this Bobcat team. Now he has the opportunity to knock down a free throw to complete that and one play. And you have Dorian Naismith checking in, which is, in my opinion, Brevard's version of Cornelius Reynolds. This is going to be very interesting to see two of those guys go back-to-back, tit for tat.
Clark misses the free throw. He usually shoots them at 70%. Cody Hoff getting to the left spot, no good. Ended up short. Now here come the Bobcats. Thompson, other side, couldn't quite hang on to it. And now McKay grabbed. So that foul obviously goes against Luna. Pretty clear.
Yeah, there's no
It's hard to mess that. It's hard to mess that one up.
No speculation there. But that's what he does. He has 3 of them at least to give before you start worrying about it. And now it's his first one in the first quarter. You know, from here you don't want to get too early on to put you in a situation, but that's what they do. They're defensive masterminds. They're very aggressive, like to get in your face, and like to make you think about them rather than the game. And they do that very well. However, Lucius McKay able to knock down that first free throw, making it a bad foul. Look at the sock game by Lucius McKay.
Looks like it's Halloween already. 3-point game. Reynolds up top. Daniel Luna couldn't get the three to fall. Here comes Lou. Lou McKay. Other side, the give off. Off of the Crocs. Toiloy and Long will check back in.
Subbing out the Fresh Prince lookalike in Rusaw. And
he does.
He really, every time he comes in, I want to start singing the theme song.
Here's Nesmith down low. Draws the foul and made the shot.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nesmith gets to the basket with reckless abandon. And what shoes is he wearing? None other than Kobe. Mamba mentality, getting to the basket, getting the and one opportunity. Let's see if he knocks this game up.
You've been on this Kobe game all train, all day.
Oh yeah, we every time I see a Mamba-like play and I see them wearing Kobe's, it just makes sense.
Long off the front, it's a 1-point game. Nesmith through traffic, up with the left hand. Couldn't flip that one in. And the second time it was blocked by Toiloy. Toiloy didn't even jump as he gives Nesmith a smile back. Daniel Luna makes the floater over a few defenders. Hits for his first 2 points of the game.
That chocolate float with the Kyries on. Luna being able to make his mark on the offensive end.
Luna and Nesmith go falling down to the ground. Dare I say we saw some theatrics there?
Definitely.
Acting?
We are in a ball right now. This is a theater play we just saw. Trying to get into the ref's good graces.
So now Nesmith at the line to shoot 2. Brevard Bobcats are in the bonus. He blanks the first one. Nesmith this season shooting 50% from the free throw stripe, averaging 9 points per game.
Naismith is the X factor for the Bobcats. Coach Miller believes in him heavily, and he believes that if he has a good game, that they are typically gonna win.
Long dribbling left. Now inside. Long has that one taken away by McKay. A blatant steal by Lucius McKay. That's hard to do. Kenny Long has got some handles. McKay, the throw right. Hendricks inside. Thompson out to McKay, who had to save that one from going out of bounds. McKay had that one tip off the basket to the right side, and Reynolds the rebound. Reynolds other direction, he's fouled in transition.
And that's why this game is such a great one, because you have a guy like Kenny Long. You know what he does on the offensive end. But then on the other side, you have Lucius McKay, and you know what he does on the defensive end. So you have two guys that are going to battle each other all game, and they play right into each other's strengths. So you're seeing the best of both teams go against each other head for head, and that's why this game is only 2-point difference to end this first quarter.
Down low, ball tipped around, and Devontae Clark saves it from going out of bounds. So 58 seconds left to play on the game clock. Hendricks, right side, over Long. Good! It's tied up at 19.
Hendricks doing a great job right there, showing off some of his football skills with that interception.
Hendricks over Toiloy, and the Bobcats take their first lead of the game.
How about that 4-point turnaround off the back of Hendricks? Getting a nice tray ball to go, and then getting a steal, turning that into a nice chocolate float.
Bounce pass to Long, and Long has that one roll in. So now Kenny Long with his first 2 points of the game, and we're tied back up at 21. There's a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Look how high up Reynolds tried to get on that block. 20 seconds left to go. Hoth, left side, double teamed underneath. Clark falling away, and he couldn't get that shot to fall. Out of bounds off the Bobcats, they touched it last. So 21-21 still the score. We are all tied up. This first quarter, easily better than any of the first quarters we've seen today. And we knew what it was going to be when we came into this. The Brevard Bobcats, one of the elite teams in the FBA, and Claremont coming in as an expansion team. Both teams as expansion teams coming in solidly. The inbound to Toiloy, 10 seconds left to go. Reynolds on the left side, he airballed the three. Hendricks, other side, he'll push ahead to Nesmith. Nesmith tangled up, Kenny Long, 1 second left to go. And nobody got a shot off after the last 5 seconds in the first quarter. We're all tied up 21-21. Please stick with us. This one will be a nail biter all the way to the end. I can guarantee it. This is the FBA Sunday night game of the week on YouTube and Facebook Live, presented by Poly Wealth Management.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
That first quarter flew by, and we are all tied up at 21.
Just tit for tat game. Both teams know exactly how to attack and defend each other, and that's why it's knotted up at the end of the first. Stay tuned for more exciting basketball with the FBA.
Hold on to your belts, because this one is going to be close down to the wire. Long, right side. Clark one step in from beyond the arc. And Dean pulls down the rebound. Dean takes it up himself. He's like a Draymond Green type of player as he tries to take it coast to coast. Toiloy, a big rebound. He outlets to Cornelius Reynolds. Reynolds running on the far side, double teamed in the corner, now gets through the traffic, back out to Toiloy. Passes up. Toiloy from right up top. Good! Toiloy from straight away.
Big men shoot threes in the FBA. Toiloy knocking down that head-on three.
23-21 the score. Devontae Clark missed the turnaround jumper. Reynolds the forehead pass. And Ian Clark a nice take to the basket.
That's what you like to see if you're the Claremont Crocs. They're going to find themselves on a nice little run, and you want to see how long can they keep this going before Brevard inevitably punches back.
Brevard back down by 4. Nesmith dribbling right into Cody Hoth, and Hoth a big block, and it's called a jump ball. Look at Hoth moving his feet, getting some hands on the ball, and able to come away with the jump ball on the play.
Doing it on both sides, really turning into a 3-and-D guy, because you know he can shoot that tray ball, and right there showing that he can run his feet with the quick Dorian Naismith and get his hand up and tie it up.
Hoth and Nesmith. Pretty good matchup too. We have a whistle blown on the floor. Mike Rivera, the crew chief, wearing number 34, will toss this one up. Ball is live, and it's won by the Crocs. That was a good job by both sides. It was interesting. It got tipped towards the Brevard Bobcats side, but they just couldn't pull that one down. And Kenny Long on the other side now with 4 points. Makes his shot, and the lead back up to 6. Clark down low, taken away by Toyloy. That pass is cut off by Nesmith. Nesmith switching directions, down low, up with the left hand, and that one just rolls out. Toyloy a rebound. He passes ahead to Clark. Clark had Hoth open on the left side. And now he just lost handle of that one. Long, guarded by Hendricks, dribbling in underneath. Out to the left side. And Nesmith takes that one away. And Sherrod Dean doing a good job of keeping it alive. Darius Clark, a few dribbles in from beyond the arc. Now Hendricks, a pump fake. Goes in, has it tapped around. Dean, a three, left side. And Reynolds pulls it down.
There is a lid on the basket for Brevard, and Claremont is just pouring it on.
Long from the left wing, down low, Toyloy to Hoth, and Hoth going up strong against a pretty good defender in Sherrod Dean.
Just a very strong play by Cody Hoth. He understands what this game means. They have to get back into the win column, and he's doing his share.
Reynolds blocked that three out beyond the arc from Clark, and Clark touched it last, so the Crocs get the ball back, and they're fired up with an 8-point lead.
Look at the sheer energy on this Crocs sideline. It started with that defensive play by Cornelius Reynolds, getting that block, and then it turns out to be their ball. This team is exploding. It starts from their defense, and they're turning it into offense. Let's see how Kenny Long runs this offense.
Long inside, now Hoth from 10 feet out. No good, and Turner pulls down the rebound. And Reynolds doing a good job of putting his head down and getting through traffic. It's like when you teach running backs, just put your head down and run forward.
Exactly, get through the O-lineman, and right there you see him splitting the two defenders and crisscrossing his way to easy lay-in. Cornelius Reynolds is slated to have a dynamic game.
Hendricks left side off the mark. Here's Reynolds, other side, shooing off a defender, up with the right hand, and that one is a beautiful shooter's touch that goes through. Lead up to 12 for the Claremont Crocs.
Cornelius Reynolds has his hand in his Duffy, and so far, Brevard has not scored in this second quarter. They still have the same 21 points that they started this second quarter with.
Seville puts it through.
He heard the call, and he answered it. Great job by Seville, getting deep into the paint and knocking it home.
Clark fouled down low, 10-point game. If Seville, that was his first 2 points of the game.
If you're Brevard, you need Shaq to have a huge game, especially when the big diesel is not in. Whenever Steve Toyloy is sitting on the bench, you need Shaq to be able to pound that glass and get different putbacks to give them second chance opportunities, because that's what they've strayed away from. Brevard has not been playing their brand of basketball to start this second quarter. It's been all Claremont Crocs. They've been running away with this lead. They've turned this game into the game that they're used and accustomed to playing. Now we need to see how Brevard will fight back in this second quarter.
Kyle Clark from the free throw shot, shooting 75%. Made both of them.
Now you see Lucius McKay walking this ball up the court. They have to get a nice set in to get some points on the board and go on a run of their own.
Lou McKay. Oh, nice little move. Up beyond the arc. Long to steal. Long to Reynolds. Bounce pass to Clark, and Clark up with the right hand, and he makes the shot. And a timeout taken on the floor by head coach MJ Miller, who is the youngest coach and owner in the FBA. A 14-point deficit for his Bobcats team. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in the second. We'll be right back.
fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
And right now, Coach Miller is finding a way to get points on the board for Brevard, drawing something up and really in the kitchen cooking because, man, oh man, have they been shut out and shut down in this second quarter by the Claremont Crocs.
7 minutes to play in the second. 37-23 the score. Ball tipped around and off the hands of Thompson down low.
Great look by Lucius to really get that wraparound pass in. Trey Thompson just wasn't ready for it right there in that moment, right off the fingertip. Another turnover by the Brevard Bobcats. What will Claremont do with this opportunity?
Off inside, off balance shot. And the Bobcats get this one back.
Now they find themselves in a hole and they have nothing else to do but go on a run of their own. A little lull in the action. Let's see if they can use that to ratchet up their intensity and get some points on the board.
Thompson over to the left and that knocked out of bounds. And we can, we want to say, keep in mind that the Brevard Bobcats are playing without their best player in Jace Hogan this game. He was averaging upwards of 35 points per game. It's good for top 2 in the league. Davis, McKay left side, blocked by Reynolds, pulled down by Hawk.
He also averages a double-double. So a lot of the offensive boards that we're accustomed to seeing them utilize and get those second chance points comes off of his back. So him leaving is a huge blow to the Brevard offense, defense, and all the hustle plays, leadership. They're missing a true warrior in Jace Hogan. However, this is a perfect opportunity for other guys to step up and fill those shoes so that when he does come back, they're that much stronger. So we're trying to figure out who's going to be that guy for the Bobcats.
Nesmith, one step in from beyond the arc.
Great shot, great confidence.
37-25. Bobcats trailing by 12. Clark inside over McKay. Thompson the rebound. Thompson's going to run the floor and switch up, go back with his left. Down low. And just a little bit too strong for Nesmith down low.
Just a little bit too strong. A little bit of miscommunication on that. You see them talking about it, but they have to start cutting that out because, man, they are down big.
Hoth, a nice move. Up and under. Cody Hoff with 6 points.
The Claremont Crocs are so good at turning defensive possessions into offensive possessions. They use the momentum on that possession to force a turnover, and then you see Cody Hoff, what he did with it when he got it.
Foul will go against Cornelius Reynolds. His first of the ball game. Nesmith checks out, Darius Clark back in.
And he brings in some of that offense that they're lacking right now. He had a couple and ones early on in this game. Let's see what he could do when he comes in on this second quarter.
Davis couldn't get that one to fall. Clark pulls down the rebound, and here he goes. Good job of creating some room there by Turner. Luna. Hoth right up top. Lou McKay, other direction. Darius Clark comes to a stop mid-range. And that one just bounces out. 39-25 game. And that shot over on the left side, no good. Rebound by McKay, and here comes McKay going the other direction. McKay up top to Thompson. Clark, right side, Davis, good. Excuse me, not good. Clark goes down on the other end, makes the shot.
That cannot happen if you're Brevard. You cannot afford to have such an easy look on the offensive end for the Crocs. They clearly have no problem scoring even when you're there. They're seeing a nice, comfortable lead early on in this game. The Brevard has to start putting up points and becoming more resilient on that defensive end.
Shaq Seville down low, turning around. Can't get that one to fall. Now here's Reynolds on the other side, going coast to coast.
Reynolds slashing and dashing from the West Coast to the East Coast. Great job by Reynolds.
Davis inside, the floater is good. (43-27). The score with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Coach Miller trying to fire up his bench and his players as his team is trailing by a good margin. That one off the front iron, up to Clark, and Clark has that one tipped away by the Clark on the other team.
A lot of Clarks on the court.
It's 3 different Clarks in this game alone.
So, great job by the Crocs getting back on that possession, not letting them get anything easy. Now they're going to have to set up an offense, and that's where they've been struggling in their sets. When Claremont is set, they've done a great job of forcing them to only 6 points so far in this quarter, whereas the Crocs, they exploded, dropping in 22 points in this second quarter.
Take some time and touch up the floor a little bit. We really like to take our time with these floor wipe-ups.
I know, everyone's in there getting their shoes clean. This is like the shoe shining service at the mall. You know, when they stop you down, you're feeling good, you just bought a couple things. You're like, oh, let me shine your shoe for you. And then they go, it's a process, they're talking with you. It's really like that's what goes on the court when they need to mop something up.
I feel like it's a haircut. Except for shoes, you know, like your shoes getting the haircut.
How's it going over there on the winning side? It's going all right. Making shots.
Blocking foul on the floor. So here comes Sherrod Dean to take the ball from the out of bounds. Clark from the right wing, dribbling in, now to Thompson, a good give off there, and they just got to nail Thompson down low the rest of the game.
He is such a big body on that block. Use that weight because nothing else is working. They have to do a little soul searching to figure out what will work and what will put points on the board, and that seems to be it.
Kenny Long coming to his spot, free throw line extended, about a foot and a half in front of that stripe. He's got 6. McKay from the right wing, up top to Clark. Clark, a few dribbles in, now through traffic, blocked down low, and a foul.
Kenny Long just does a phenomenal job of knowing where he is on the court, getting to where he's most efficient, and doing what he does best when he gets there. You saw that on that last possession, and just now we're going to witness them do the chain gang or the shoe tap gang in the paint, dancing a little bit.
So who is your impact player so far this ball game, Alvin?
So far, I would have to say Kyle Clark, in my opinion. I believe he came in and just immediately impacted the game. Cody Hollis did his thing as well. I feel like he has such a handle on the ball. He's handling their pressure, and he's distributing the ball very well. And That's what you need early on in a ball game. Cornelius Reynolds has done phenomenal as well, knocking down a couple of and ones and being a stout presence on the defensive end.
Here come free throws for Darius Clark. Ooh, that's a lucky shooter's touch, Alvin.
Rode all the way around the rim. He even touched some of that backboard. He's telling his guys, man, we got to get going. I don't know what he's saying, but that's what I'd be telling them. Got to do something offensively. Got to be stout on defense, because you don't have Steve in right now. You don't have Cody who's hot. You don't have Clark who's hot. Now's your time to really show out and show what you can do.
Clark splits the free throws. Right up top, there's Smith. There's a mixture of him and Russo fighting for the rebound, but Trey Thompson pulled it down. McKay going towards the left side, guarded by Kenny Long, now takes a three. And a big fight for the rebound there. So the Bobcats get the ball back. Maybe that's a lucky break for them.
Definitely. They did a good job of hustling, and they got rewarded for it. Let's see if they could actually convert that into points, because that's what they need right now. They need to score points. Down 15 early in this ball game.
Clark, the turnaround jumper. Is that a bad shot?
It's not a terrible shot if you make it, but if you miss it, then it looks horrible. It's one of those, if it goes in, oh, everyone praise you, but if you miss it, everyone hates you.
Billingsley getting to his spot right behind that free throw stripe. His first 2 points of the game. Crocs by 17. McKay left side into Thompson. There's the triangle offense. McKay swings it over to the right, back inside to Thompson. Has that one knocked away. Luna diving for it on the ground. And Thompson diving again, and Billingsley fell on top of him. And Thompson trying to plead his case about how that was a loose ball.
And that's definitely an interesting call, Jesse, because I understand Thompson's case. He's diving for a loose ball. The ball's on the ground. He's just trying to get on the ball and secure that ball for his team. So it's definitely an interesting call. However, he felt that there was some contact there, and got the loose ball foul. Good fight for the ball by Trey Thompson. You can't coach him up to do anything different. You want your guys to sell out for a loose ball. If you see it on the ground, you have to dive for it. You have to get on it. Now there's going to be the shoe gang coming back to clean up that wet spot. You see the Fresh Prince, a.k.a. Jason Russo, coming in there to lead off the toe tapping service.
So our officials, for my call officials this game, the crew chief, Mike Rivera, number 34. Patrick Kurz wearing number 10, and Justin Martinez, number 6, making the calls today for our games. And it's a long day. If you're an official, if you're a broadcaster, if you're Mark King, Jerry Pettit, Shane Prunty, Alvin Delvey, and the other guy.
Very long day, but we had some cookies. Cookies
Oh,
were good.
yeah, those were great.
Phenomenal.
I did not realize I was coming into work today to get cookies.
I mean, if you don't get
Not
the
saying
sun,
that that's like the... I wouldn't come in if I wasn't getting cookies, but it was like icing on the cake,
definitely, and
It was like the chocolate in a chip cookie.
because there's no sun outside, so usually at this point in our broadcast we would talk about how marvelous the weather is, but it actually,
No, I'm happy to be inside today. I'm not going to lie.
it's sticky out.
Yeah.
No complaints, and we got cookies.
Broussard down low. And Dean pulls down that rebound. Davis ahead to McKay. Here's Darius Clark inside, up with the left hand. There's Davis to make the shot. He's now got 8 points for the guy who's coming in for Jace Hogan, who Our Bobcats must be thinking right now that they really missed. 47-32, and an offensive foul against the Crocs with 25 seconds left to go on the game clock. So we'll have a 1.5 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 4 team fouls now on the Claremont Crocs as the second quarter is sort of winding down, but both of these teams running with high-powered and fast-paced offenses. A 2-3 zone is what the Bobcats will go up against on offense. Davis for 3 left side. Yes, sir!
Big
How about
shot
Kevin
by Davis?
Davis? 12 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Long will probably get the last shot for the Crocs. 5 seconds left to go. Long taking it inside, free throw line extended. He loves that shot from right there. Kenny Long now with 8 points, and he will finish up the first quarter, or excuse me, the first half of this ball game. A 14-point lead now for the Claremont Crocs. We're going to take a break real quick and get set for the second half of action. 49-35, the score. We'll see what the Bobcats have when we return in just a second. Keep it tuned here. This is the FBA Sunday Game of the Week.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends. I want the keto. I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go. Here you go, boys. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
we're back here for the third quarter of action in our Sunday FBA Game of the Week. The Claremont Crocs and the Brevard Bobcats. And Claremont has sort of taken an interesting lead in the ball game. They've just kind of held this out, and they haven't really let up off the gas, but they haven't really let Brevard get away with anything either. So you've talked to the coaches at both of the halves. What do they think of the game?
To start off with the Claremont Crocs and Coach Maxie Luna, he believes that this is a game of runs, and they went on their run early on in the second quarter, and you saw what happened. Ever since then, they just kept the foot on the pedal, and that's what they think the tail of the tape is to continue this game. They feel like the third quarter is the money quarter. They understand that, and they believe all they have to do is continue moving the ball and playing with the sheer aggression that they put forth in that first quarter, in that first half as well. And on the other end, for Brevard, Coach Miller is just telling them we have to get back to fundamentals. They need to get back to moving the rock around. They can't rely on the three as heavily as they've done in that second quarter. They need to relay to what they've done on that first quarter when they brought that game, the lead back to 21.
Kenny Long got a big steal there. Now here's Davis throwing the ball ahead the other way. McKay, wide open three right wing. He's off the front.
And that's also something Coach Miller said, is they have to stray away from unsolicited threes. So that wasn't a bad three, but in general, they have to get back to eating down low.
There's Steve Toyloy with the put in. Those are Toyloy's third and fourth point tonight.
He's been relatively quiet today because he doesn't need to do anything. They've gone on a nice run without him.
There's the foul on Toyloy.
That big battle on the block between Clark and Toyloy is very interesting. It was fun to watch in that first quarter. Both of the guys needed a breather, and now we're going to have that to start this third quarter.
There's Clark with a lucky shooter's bounce.
And right now, the body language of both of these teams is it's like the calm before the storm. Right now, Brevard is in a situation, they understand what they have to do as Davis fights with Steve Toyloy for that board, but they know what they have to do. Versus the Crocs, they're just trying to maintain and keep the pedal to the metal in this second half and not be satisfied with the lead they had in the first.
Clark couldn't get that one to fall. Davis down low, and Clark putting it through.
You love to see, if you're a Brevard, getting back to the basics. That means hitting the open cutters when they're cut.
There's the ball saved. Davis on the far side. Up top to McKay. McKay with the flick of the wrist, and he puts it through.
That's what you need. Great job by the Brevard Bobcats to come out firing.
10-point ball game, 51-41 with 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the third.
The Brevard Bobcats came out of this second half firing on all cylinders, forcing Maxie Luna to call a timeout. And right now you're seeing a well-oiled Brevard team, even though they're missing their star in Jace Hogan. Very short-handed for them, but Claremont has just been another well-oiled machine, just firing on all cylinders up until the beginning of the second half.
Here's Toyloy down low. They'll wave that one off.
Wow.
Behemoth of a human. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Jesse.
Okay, I just saw that.
And just before this game, Steve Toiler was talking to another player, telling him, man, sometimes you have to just dunk it on guys. That's what he was telling Jonathan Johnson at the end of their game to start theirs. And right there, you see him do just that. Even though it didn't count it, man, it got his team fired up.
Blocking foul on Clark. So quick 2 fouls on Brevard to start off this third quarter. Clark is not necessarily happy with the call. Long to Toiloy. Toiloy. And he is fouled down low.
Good job by Steve Toiloy, understanding the responsibility he had on that play. He had the perfect matchup for him. He believes everyone is a mismatch. He gets that ball right there, gets right to the teeth of the defense, and gets to the line.
I love how we say in the FBA that big men can shoot threes, because big men have not been shooting the free throws very well this season. Toiloy shooting 46% from the free throw stripe coming into tonight. But he is averaging upwards of 22 points per game.
He absolutely eats offensively, just not from that free throw stripe.
There's a pass over to the right side. Thompson has that one batted around.
And right now you see them doing exactly what was ordered. Halftime adjustments has been key for the Brevard Bobcats. You see them getting themselves back within this game. They have an opportunity to break this 11-point deficit, bring it to within single digits with a pair of free throws knocked down by Trey Thompson. However, this is just the beginning. Coach Maxie Luna also talked about how well they do in adjusting in certain situations. So as Brevard adjusts, they will adjust as well. So it's going to become more of a game of chess coming down the stretch.
Trey Thompson at the free throw stripe, 31% this season.
Have to be better if you're a wing player, even any player. Right there, he splits them, and so now they're at 10. But you have to knock them in at a higher clip if you're Trey Thompson.
Long foul. Like we were saying in the pregame, Long just gets inside, wreaks havoc down low amongst those blocks.
He's so quick and crafty. Once he gets down low, you think because he's smaller, he's not going to be able to get that up. But he gets it up and in, just like Cody Holt did while he slashed and dashed and got to the rack real fast. Great bucket by Cody Holt.
Cody Hoth averaging 12.5 points per game.
Cody Hoth has one of those names where if you actually read it, you're going to want to say something else. But then when you hear it, you're like, wow, I shouldn't have said that.
It happens. Yeah, send him to the free throw line, 86% this season.
That's why they don't.
Yeah,
he's a shooter. He's a pure shooter.
Devontae Clark, the turnaround jumper, the rebound by Toiloy. Over the head pass to Clark. Clark down low, and Reynolds laying it in from the left side.
Beautiful by Clark, getting that, realizing he didn't have it, work around that horn, and just a bullet to Reynolds, and Reynolds, of course, finished it off.
Darius Clark, a pump fake up top to give up to Thompson. Now back to Clark. Clark in with the big men and is able to make the shot.
Great basketball on both ends. We're seeing one end ball rotation, and on the next, just unselfish basketball, passing up once again a good shot for a great shot, and Clark, you see finishing that on the back end of Trey Thompson's pass.
(56-44) the score. Davis inside.
He forgot something.
Tapped around. Reynolds down low. And Clark couldn't make the layup. There's Darius Clark, other side to Davis, up with the left hand, and he makes the shot. Lead back to 10 for the Claremont Crocs.
Right now the Crocs just walking it up the court, trying to figure out what happened on that last possession.
That ball tapped out of bounds. Clark. Here's Toyloy, quick pass out to Hoff. Hoff for three, right corner. That one will bounce around, and a good job of boxing out down low on that left block by Darius Clark. Thompson trying to run the floor, and he couldn't get the flip in to go.
Smoked it. You hate to see that, but that's great fundamentals by Clark on the other end to get that board.
Clark down low, tapped around, and fouled.
Trey Thompson has to watch out. He's very animated because he always gets the short end of the stick on these calls. So he's very animated, but he already got one T, and they need him in this game, so he cannot afford to get another one.
That would be tough.
Jace Hogan down, and then you lose Trey Thompson to a double technical. Oh, man, or two technicals in one game. That would hurt.
Yeah.
Coach Miller trying to do the best he can without Jace, because typically at this point in the game, Jace already has 25. So very interesting to see how they've been battling without their star.
Free throw miss there. Football pass ahead. McKay down low, and he is triple teamed. Davis, Clark goes right inside in the restricted area and gets that one to fall.
Very smart play to understand where he was on the court, move it around. A good shot for a great shot.
Bobcats trail by 9. David Luna. Now Clark against Davis. This is a mismatch. Right side, Cornelius Reynolds. Off on that one. And the rebound taken away by Lucius McKay. Good job by Thompson there. Clark down low, into traffic, and a foul.
And that's a good job by Clark. He's really been showcasing his skills right now. He's one of the ones that has to step up in this game, and he clearly understands it and did just that. On that possession, you see him pause, hesitate, and attack. He has an attack mindset. He got those LeBron 15s on. He's feeling like LeBron in 2018. And man, he's been doing a phenomenal job thus far. You see him winning, trying to catch his breath before he gets to that strike. Let's see if he can knock those down. See Mike Rivera reffing, getting a little stretch in. Interesting stretch routine, trying to get those quads right.
I was just hoping that he didn't pull something there. That would suck. We put him on the scorer's table in front of us. He could still call part of the game from here. Why not?
With the bum hammy, huh?
Hey, you do what you got to do. So Clark normally shooting 70% from the free throw stripe. And the second one wasn't even close to going in. Dean tips that one away. Thompson going the other direction. From the right side, throws it up with his right hand, and it bounces in.
That was beautiful. Great job by Dean initiating, by getting that steal, knocking it to his main man, Trey Thompson. He knew exactly what to do with it. Now it's a 7-point lead.
Turner inside, taken away by Clark. Darius Clark fouled by David Luna.
Great job by Clark, understanding the game. And selling
that.
He sold it, but you have to sell it. He understands he can't let the Luna Twins get into his head because, man, the Luna Twins are elite when it comes to getting under their opponent's skin. And right there, Clark was able to utilize that and gain some respect from the refs. Now he's taking another trip to the line.
Oh, the Luna Twins build a house in some of the people's heads that we've seen.
No rent, rent free. They just live there.
That was a foul, though.
It was for sure.
Yeah.
But you got 3 of them at least. And he just used his first one, if I'm not mistaken. And all those who just heard that thump, that's the Jerry Pettit bringing on that energy drink.
It says enhanced mental focus.
That's why he's so tuned in.
Oh man.
I would say their name, but they don't sponsor us yet. So all that
they will once they hear how much Jerry drinks these things. Man, they'll be all over us. 5:49 to play in the third. 57-50 to score. As Clark goes to the line. Ooh, cracking a cold one with the boys, Jerry. We just heard that.
The fourth is over.
Jerry, Saturdays are for the boys, not Sunday. No one ever said that.
You missed a day. A day late.
He was asleep yesterday. He goes into hibernation, the Jer Bear. Darius Clark makes both of his free throws. He's got 9 points in the lead. Cut to 5 for the Claremont Crocs. Turner serving. David Luna one step in from beyond the arc. Ball tipped around. Lou McKay with the rebound.
This is a game of runs, and right now you're watching Brevard's run.
The double team on Lou McKay and a timeout taken on the floor. And look at the Bobcats, a little more fired up now with 5.5 minutes to play in the third. 57-52. The Claremont Crocs need to stop this Bobcats run, but can they? We'll find out in just a sec.
Sweet thing, I've been waiting for you all day long.
Ooh, yeah. And Coach Miller, a premature timeout on that one, and that was the commotion you heard from his bench. But man, oh man, have they been doing a phenomenal bouncing back. That's the tell of the tape for them. They have to bounce back. Let's see if they can continue to do so.
Darius Clark for 3. And that one's off the mark. There was a 2-3 zone defense there on that play. On defense by the Crocs. Brevard shooting the 3 at 26%. That one taken away and thrown off the leg of Luna. Great job of Lucius McKay knowing his surroundings. Wow.
Phenomenal job. He's an AAU coach for a reason. He understands basketball, and right there you see him utilizing that big brain of his and making a play. Let's see if he can convert that into some points right now. You see him running that offense.
Both teams shooting in the lower 20% from the 3. And that ball tapped out of bounds.
And you're seeing fire from the Claremont bench. How can Brevard battle this game out?
Still a 5-point game with 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Reynolds up top. They'll switch Davis onto him, and now he bounce passes it to the left to Toiloy. Long guarded by McKay. He throws it right, now back up top, long, offensive foul. Wow. That one will go against Nicholas Turner. Darius Clark now bringing the ball up the floor. A 2-3 zone again for the Claremont Crocs. The last time the Bobcats were not able to beat this, so we'll see if they can here. McKay for 3. That one's just off. Yeah, both teams not shooting a great clip from beyond the arc, Alvin. 25%. now for the Bobcats this season. And Long not good with the left hand, but thank God he's got Nicholas Turner down low. Nicholas Turner now with 3 points. Clark spinning in and making the shot.
Beautiful. Clark understanding what his role is on this team right now. Phenomenal job of answering the ringing call and forcing a turnover.
Couple turnovers there by both teams. Reynolds driving in, and he couldn't make the shot. Toyle the rebound. Toyle down low, blocked by Dean, and Toyle throws it out of bounds off Thompson.
Look at the hunger they're playing with on both ends of the basketball. On that side, you see Steve Toyle hustling with a crazy rebound, but still gets blocked by Dean, and it's just tit for tat. This is the game that you're watching. This is what you get when you tune into FBA Game of the Week.
You really like plugging the Game of the Week.
Of course, Jesse.
It is us, you know. We have a good time doing it. And Jerry.
The Jerry Bear crew. What it feel like? For all those who didn't get to see it, Jesse just took some of the Jerry Pettit's drink, the secret stuff that makes him go. How do you feel, Jesse?
My heart is beating out of my chest. Long, left side double teamed by Hendricks and Dean. Now he goes left. Thompson's on him. He throws it to the left elbow. Reynolds for that shot from right there, and he puts it through.
Beautiful shot by Reynolds. Great job facilitating.
Thompson. Inside fouled. So that's a push in the back. Both teams in the bonus. So he'll go to the line for a chance to bring this back within 5.
And he struggled this season from the line. But now that the game is very, very interesting, let's see what he can do when he gets these opportunities, because he's going to start to see that a lot more. Great job getting fouled, but now you have to make it count.
His first free throw, a little bit of an in and out.
Halfway down, but couldn't stay there.
He makes the second one. It's a 6-point game. Coming into today's game, he had only made 4 free throws this season. Not a lot taken. Long up top, throws it right. Reynolds, the pump fake, guarded by Hendricks. Now a screen from Turner as Reynolds goes right. Picks up his dribble, now throws it to Long up top to Toyle. Toyle gets under. And the rebound by Hendricks. Here come the Bobcats. Fast break. He throws it down to Sherrod Dean, who's held by Daniel Luna. And that foul will put Dean at the line.
And Sherrod Dean out of Rochester, New York. If you guys remember a few games ago, he had that pivotal 3 in the third quarter to really give them the lead and just go on a run. So I believe he's a third quarter guy. He understands the role in the situation. He misses that first one, but he does a phenomenal job of just getting in the game and just putting his imprints on it early. Let's see what he can do this game.
Dean averaging around 9 points per game, 50% from the free throw stripe as he splits those. Now with 4 points in the ball game. The deficit back to 5 for Brevard. 3-2 zone defense for the Bobcats. Long, guarded by Lou McKay. Gets inside, throws it left. Reynolds, one dribble, and he makes the shot from the left block.
That's how you beat a 3-2-1 zone, or a 3-2 zone.
Davis, the catch, and the lay-in. Wow.
Sat there for 3 seconds.
Yikes. That's scary. Crocs by 5. Long, going right, passes that direction. Reynolds lining up a 3, and the foul out beyond the arc.
That cannot happen if you're Brevard. You do not foul three-point shooters.
So Reynolds gets 3 shots.
Fouling though. I understand you're hungry, but you got to be smart as well.
This is the last 2. So a 6-point game. Here's the 2-3 zone defense by the Crocs. Hendricks to the right. McKay out beyond the arc for 3. And that one's off the mark as well. All right, the Bobcats shooting poorly from 3, 26% this season. Coming into today, and with today, they're around 24% from beyond the arc.
So struggling from beyond the arc. Both of these teams will really have to find a way to get points on the board. Great catch.
And a blocking foul on Daniel Luna, and he's got to be careful not to get a technical. And there is the technical we were thinking. Daniel Luna and Trey Thompson at center court. And they're going to have to be separated. Trey Thompson has to be careful not to keep mouthing off. Do we think we'll have a double technical here?
We should. We're seeing guys in each other's faces, but there's definitely a T with there's definitely at least one T with Daniel Luna, because he's the one who initiated the yelling when he got up, and from there things just seem to explode. And now we're seeing another one. Trey Thompson is loving it.
So technicals, as we get towards the latter part of this game, are not going to go well, because it's still a very close game. It could be anybody's ball game, and it's just a matter of who has the momentum at any certain point in time. It's a game of swings. And I guess a game of mood swings right now.
Definitely a game of mood swings. Great play on words, Jesse. Right now we're seeing one of them. Another mood swing from the Luna Twins. And the thing is this very good for them, because it works well when they utilize that strength on opponents. However, in this situation, you're seeing the Crocs go at it with each other. Brevard is over there using a timeout right now, whereas the Crocs are just sorting it out, because their coach actually was involved in it as well.
I love how anytime there's a little bit of a scuffle on the floor or anything, you could always find a fedora right in the middle of the crowd. Fedora, or I don't even know, like a golf cap. Every time.
Looking calm, cool, and collected. He's been there before. That's why he's respected. Mark Fedora King was in the middle of that scuffle, or what would have been.
I can't believe he's not wearing a fedora today.
Hey, this is a casual day for him. Probably lost it.
He looks more like Sherlock Holmes' estranged like cousin or something.
Who started this brawl?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to figure out right now. That's what I'm saying.
Look at him. Oh, he took it off. I think we just start
commentating. He's a Watson to Jerry's Sherlock. How about that for a tandem?
I really like that. I think that's the best take of the day.
The best crime-solving non-Englishman. Actually, I don't know, Jerry. Are you English? Oh, he's German. Whew. And French. You don't say. Wow. Jerry Pettit. So yeah, okay, I was right. The best non-English crime-solving duo that you could ever have.
Let's see if they get to the bottom of this one.
Still no signal yet of who got a technical, if there were any ejections, who's still in the ball game.
And you see Daniel
The only
Luna.
thing we know is that the score is 64-58, and that both teams are in the bonus.
And that Mark Fedora King, a.k.a. Sherlock, will be there when there's a scuffle. That's all we know. And we know that we got to pay taxes.
Do you still get, well, yeah, death and taxes, obviously. But do you think that if Mark sees a fight like that, have you've seen the Sherlock Holmes movies, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that if a scuffle broke out and he was in the middle of it, do you think he sees it in slow motion like Sherlock does? Let's listen into Mike Rivera.
Hey guys, after us getting together.
Never mind. Let's just talk about
Sherlock. I mean, he definitely sees it in slow motion because you look and then you see him in the middle of it. Let's listen in.
All right, guys. So after getting together, the ruling is we have two technicals on number 5, Luna, and we have one technical on number 4, Luna, and then we have the personal foul on number 5, Luna, number 5 with the Bobcats. So we're going to have 3 technical shots for blue, 3 technical from white, and then we're also going to have 2 foul shots on number 5 for you and number 5.
So Bobcats have a lot of shots up and coming here.
They have an opportunity to get 5 shots, 5 points from the stripe.
I've never heard that before.
3 technicals.
You know what's funny? I have a saying, and I always say this, and I think you might have tuned into this at one point in time. I said there's no 5-point play in basketball. I just got disproven. I'm so happy I was wrong.
Rebutted.
You learn something new every time.
3 technicals.
That's amazing.
All it takes is 3 technicals and a foul shot.
I'm not as smart as I think I am.
What did Cal teach you, Jesse?
I don't know. I have no idea. Math.
There you go. So
okay, so here comes a 5-point play. I'm so excited.
They have to convert this.
This has been my saying forever. I have said this since I was calling games in college. There is no 5-point play in basketball. And now there is? My world is rocked. I am so unwell.
They have to make all 5 shots. Imagine if they convert. If they convert this and make it a 1-point game.
So as a team, the Brevard Bobcats are shooting 64% from the free throw stripe. So that does not bode well for my 5-point play.
So who do you have shoot these free throws, these 3 technical shots?
Probably Lucius McKay. Coming into today, he was shooting 100% from the free throw stripe.
100% Lucius McKay, and guess who's at the stripe? None other than the Lucius McKay.
Although, I don't know, now that we've been talking about it, is it weird that I'm nervous?
Why did we talk about it?
Is it weird that I'm nervous?
Jesse, we shouldn't have said it. You know the power we have when it comes to free throws. We're just going to pretend like we didn't say a thing, and we're going to continue talking about Sherlock Holmes and Mark Fedora King. So yes, to answer your question, I do believe he sees it in slow motion.
Nice transition there.
Because I think every time you look, you look around and then boom, the smoke clears and Mark Fedora King is looking at you, calm, cool, and collected.
But the problem is he wasn't wearing a fedora today. I think I'm more mad about that than anything else today.
Actually, I think that's why I've been unhappy this whole day, because he's not wearing a fedora. So I can't say Mark Fedora King.
I've had this weird feeling in my stomach. It's because I don't see a fedora anywhere.
And he's here. So I don't understand why. He needs better friends, because they shouldn't allow him to leave the house in the manner that he
That's what I'm saying. And he's got Shane living with him as well.
What is Shane doing?
No, clearly not that.
Nothing at all. He's just
not
there.
being productive.
He has one job.
He's got to be conducive to us as well. It's not just
he listens to the broadcast.
Mark King show, you know.
It's supposed to be Mark Fedora
King.
All
of us, yeah, and it's what the people want.
And he's not doing that for us.
Not this Sherlock Holmes. And, well,
I guess our Sherlock Holmes banter didn't bode well.
No, it didn't. There's no 5-point play in basketball. I could stick by it.
There's no 4-point either, supposedly.
Wow.
That hurts you. That hurts. So he hits the final of the 3.
Wow.
But they still get 2 more attempts at the line.
I can't believe that just happened. I thoroughly can't believe that I could have had an opportunity to say that there is a 5-point play in basketball.
The possibility is there.
Yeah.
But the efficiency of it leaves more to be desired. Jesse.
How many times do we talk about free throws, Alvin, at the end of the games?
If they made their free throws, they would be up in this game without Jace Hogan. Do you realize how huge that would be for Brevard Bobcats right now? If they were able to make their free throws at a 70% clip, they would be winning this ball game.
If you and I had $1 for every time we talk about free throws,
we wouldn't need contracts.
No. No sponsorships, no nothing. Toyloy up top. Throws it down low to Hoff. Now Clark, guarded by Hendricks, inside. And a timeout taken by the Claremont Crocs. A 4-point game, 64-60 with 58 seconds left to play in the third quarter. This is all you could ever want from an FBA Sunday Game of the Week.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
And coming out of that timeout, you just witnessed the life get sucked out of the Brevard Bobcats. They had an opportunity to be the first ever 5-point play in FBA history, and they weren't able to convert, and they feel bad about it. Let's see if they could utilize the...
Clark! Oh my! He almost lost the handle of it, and he turned around and shot the three, and miraculously made it.
Wow. That is how you come out of a timeout break. Clark doing his thing from beyond the arc.
Lead back to 7 for the Crocs. Here's Thompson, who gets by Toyloy, dishes it off down low. Clark! Down low. Devontae, that is. And McKay is in some pain.
Saw him holding his ankle before he passed that ball off to Trey Thompson, and he is clearly in pain. But Trey Thompson was able to grab that and dish it off to Darius Clark. Man, oh man, has he been efficient on that block.
Here's Long, right corner. Clark airballs that one, and it'll go right off the hands of Devontae Clark. A 5-point game, Alvin, with 18.4 left to go. In the third quarter, the inbounds. Long up top with 6 on the shot clock, gets to his spot on the right side, couldn't get it to fall. Toyloy will now give him a second chance, 8 seconds left to go. And Long going towards the basket, makes the shot. Long with 10 points. The inbounds taken away by Kenny Long, and he puts it through. That was a terrible inbounds. Here's Ern Spiker, has that one turned over. And banging it home was Reynolds, but they will wave off this shot. So a 9-point lead now at the end of the third quarter. A couple bad plays there by the Bobcats, and their momentum got sucked out of them. We'll see if they have anything left when we return for one more quarter of action in our FBA Sunday Game of the Week, presented by Poly Wealth Management.
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends.
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boys. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
(71-62), a 9-point lead for the Crocs as we enter our final quarter of action in this triple header that we've had on a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
And just going back to the end of that third quarter, You have to do better if you're Brevard. You cannot afford to have 2 turnovers in less than 6 seconds.
Hendricks a few dribbles in. The step back is off the mark. McKay pulling down the rebound. Now dribbling left, throws it to Trey Thompson. 1 dribble, mid-range, and he clanks it off to the right. Sherrod Dean can't get the putback. At that point, you got to use the backboard.
That was a great job by McKay creating that divergence. That way, Trey Thompson can have that opportunity right there. And man, if you're Dean, you have to make that putback. Very tough break. They have to start capitalizing on the opportunities they are given. They missed a 5-point opportunity that would have been the first in FBA history, and ever since then, it seems like they've been a little lackluster.
Cody Hoth has that one go in and out, like the burger.
Man, that sounds good.
Dean airballs the 3. Oh my.
So a little bit of airmail after a missed possession. So they've come up empty on a few attempts so far to start this 4th quarter. That's not what you would have drawn up. However, they got Shaq Seville getting in there, hoping to dominate the glass and give them more opportunities to get this game within grabbing distance.
Clark to inbound.
Jesse, guess what shoes Clark has on?
Kobe's. I don't have to look just to know that that's the only thing you've been looking at for the last 30 seconds. Underneath, Reynolds couldn't come up with the shot and a foul.
So Reynolds, to end that last quarter, just a high-flying play, got his guys rising. So he's back at the line right now. He's a very highlight player for them. Does a lot offensively, defensively, pure slasher. He's had himself a game so far. Let's see what he does from the stripe.
He makes the first one.
And body language is everything. You're looking at these 2 teams. One team seems to be having a lot of fun, very involved in the game, whereas the other side, they're looking for answers, trying to find a way to crack this defense and get points on the board.
Seville underneath. McKay loading up a 3 and another air ball.
Shooting 22% from the 3. It's very hard to rely on it when you're not shooting it efficiently. Right now they're trying to rely on it and they're dying by it.
Dean down low has that one knocked away, but he regains the possession of it. Hendricks to Seville, and Seville running the floor. Good job of the big man trailing.
You have to reward him.
Seville with 4 points. It's a 9-point game. Good ball movement there. Reynolds fouled.
One thing about Reynolds is he's going to get to the basket.
So something that does not bode well for the Brevard Bobcats. They already have 3 team fouls in just the first 2 minutes of the 4th quarter. Yikes.
Cannot move their feet quick enough to stay with the fast Croc team that we're seeing right now. And he's done a phenomenal job knocking down his 2 free throws in his last possession. And now Brevard has no other choice but get Clark right back in this thing so he can start doing his thing offensively.
That one bounces in. Lead back up to 11 on the back of Cornelius Reynolds. Clark dribbling left. The pass inside, knocked around, and the Crocs get the steal. Reynolds tried to throw that one home. And he missed it, but wow, he's got a little bounce.
Man, you love that type of basketball. Well above the rim. Reynolds is letting everyone know he has some lift in those legs, trying to terrorize the rim. Wasn't able to get it to fall, but that's on his mind now, and he's going to get one of them before this game. I think he gets a poster.
4 team fouls on the Bobcats. Reynolds bounces both of those in. He's got 28. A 13-point game. Clark down low to Seville, out to Thompson. Thompson, the bounce pass to Clark, underneath. Left side, McKay for 3!
Need one of those to fall. Great job by McKay staying confident with that shot, getting that one to fall in.
So now the Bobcats really need a stop. Reynolds left side from a few feet out. How about Toila giving them all these second chances this game? And, you know, sometimes even third chances. Clark up top. Off the mark. McKay throwing it down low. And a great save by Long from going out of bounds. Rousseau, right side. Clark a few more dribbles in, throwing it up off balance, and fouled. And that is the 5th team foul for the Bobcats. So just under 9 minutes left to play in the 4th. And Claremont will be in the bonus the rest of the way. No fouls yet on the Claremont Crocs, Alvin.
So they've been playing very sound defensively, but on the other end, they cannot get their hands off of them. So they're going to pay that price for the rest of this game, and they're in a position where they can't afford to.
Clark from the stripe, 75% clip. Kyle Clark now with 19 points. Lead back to 12. Clark off balance, fouled.
I just love how he stepped up in this game. He understands that he has to be the one to score offensively. Whenever there's a lull in the offensive scoring, Clark puts it upon himself to attack, and he does it the correct way, getting to the rack and then getting free throw attempts. Doesn't take any food off anyone's plate, but he makes sure he's eating as well.
He misses the first one. I mean,
that's the tail of the
Alvin.
tape.
I think if you're the Bobcats, next practice, the only thing you're doing, shoot free throws.
Every missed free throw, you're running. There's only one way to get everyone to make their free throws, because wow, look at that hustle. There's only one way you can rectify this problem, and it's by sheer pain.
Yeah. Long right corner, one dribble by Rousseau, who's got a low arcing shot. There's the pass ahead. Clark, a little bit slow, down low, fouled.
And as soon as he came in the game, immediately gets 2 fouls. That's what you need. Very aggressive by Clark right there. Kind of made my blood pressure rise up when he was waiting for it. Kenny Long was the speedster, was running towards it. I can only imagine what Coach Miller and the Bobcat fans were feeling on that one. But Darius Clark has done a great job this game, just really stepping into a new role and trying to make sure that they do a great job scoring the rock.
Clark's first bounce is in.
Finally back to 10 points. Let's see if they can really get that within 10 and see if they can go on another run late in this game. This is when you need to go on a run.
Okay, it's a 9-point game. And you know, just imagine if they hit those 5 free throws.
Wow. A 4-point game, and you know they've missed more than 4 free throws.
Clark on the catch and shoot 3.
Clark's been eating from that corner 3.
Lead back up to 12. 8 minutes to play in the 4th. Here's McKay, the bounce pass left. Clark for another 3, and he airballed it.
3 balls are not falling for Brevard. What's been working is getting to the lane. Some of the 3s have gone, but you have to move the rock in order to get a good look.
Reynolds inside to Rousseau, caught Dean in the air, clanked the free throw, or excuse me, the layup. There's the pass over to Dean. Beating it's Clark. I like that matchup. And that one, a bad pass tapped away by Rousseau. And there's a foul to prevent them from getting back in transition. So 2 more shots now. for a chance to put the lead back up to 14.
Very unfortunate series of events for the Bobcats. They can't make their free throws, but on the other end, the Crocs seem to make theirs, and they've been getting fouled a lot more. So Brevard needs to find a way to clean it up defensively. However, moving their feet and keep getting their hands on the ball to force some turnovers. But then they need, more importantly, to score on the offensive end and capitalize on the opportunities that they have.
Broussard with his first 2 points of the game, and now a 14-point deficit for the Bobcats, who seem to have a lot of the momentum and life kind of sucked right out of them at the end of this game. Stick with us. A lot more basketball on the way in just a sec.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Very tough for Brevard. They have a very large assignment ahead of them. They have to chop into this 14-point deficit with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. And Coach Miller is trying to devise a plan for them to do just that. Stay tuned and watch some exciting FBA action.
7:35 to play in the fourth. Clark inside. He's fouled. (84-70) with 7.5 minutes to play. And now Clark going to the line. He's made a couple of them today, but this team not shooting very well from the free throw stripe.
Not shooting well from any stripe. So they've struggled shooting the ball today. But at least Darius Clark has done a phenomenal job of playing James Harden-esque basketball by just really attacking and forcing his way into the line. And from there, it gives them a breather. It gives them opportunities to get 3 points. And from there, you can set up in your defense. So Darius Clark definitely did his thing. He held his own in this game. Now he just needs to get everyone else to follow suit and put points on the board rapidly.
Darius Clark with that nice light touch from the free throw stripe as he gets those ones to fall in. Hoth has that one bounce around. Now Rousseau dribbling right into the lane, has that one taken away. Lucius McKay, 2-on-1 fast break. McKay all the way, and he couldn't get that one to fall. Bobcats need to just start making shots, Alvin.
Smoked like a brisket. That is a tough take. You have to make these easy looks you get.
Blocked down low by McKay, who came out of nowhere.
Great job sending that to the rafters. The little guy on his head top. Great tenacious defensive play by McKay.
It's the Jordan headband, I'm telling you. Clark to Reynolds, right side. It's off the back of the rim.
That's just a dead defense right there. You should never allow someone to get an offensive board in that fashion if you're down in the game.
Here's Toyloy in on a plethora of humans, but Toyloy, the big man, has no problem with that.
And waves them away like they were nothing.
Thompson inside down low, and he couldn't make the layup.
Another point blank shot missed by the Bobcats.
Reynolds, same shot on the other side, is able to get that one to go in. So Reynolds now with 30 points for the Claremont Crocs. And a 16-point lead.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
30 ball. Very casually, too. He just plays his game.
Here comes Davis. Devontae Clark up with the right hand. And Rousseau the rebound. So here's Rousseau going the other way. The bounce pass down low to Hoth. Hoth to Clark. He missed that one, and Dean grabs the rebound. Other side, Davis couldn't completely hold on to it as the ball bounces out of his hands. Hoth, and now Reynolds left wing. No. Back up to McKay. So some sloppy basketball here. McKay lining up a three, and he airballed it.
Very sloppy on both ends. And you wouldn't be able to tell that Brevard is down 14, or 16 rather, with hopes of winning this game based on what we just saw the past few possessions. They have to clean it up. Even though Claremont can play sloppy, you can't afford to if you're Brevard.
Hoth with a nice shooter's touch. It's interesting, the Claremont Crocs have had a lot of those just lucky bounces in today.
At some point, it's not luck, it's skill.
Devontae Clark to Dean in the right corner. And takes a few dribbles in and makes the shot from the mid-range.
Big shot by Dean. Hopefully that'll give them some momentum, but Claremont is starting to slow this game way down, and you're within 5 minutes. It's going to be tough for them to come out and really surmise a comeback.
Clark on the catch and shoot. Toiloy the rebound. Here, Claremont, I just say use up as much of the clock as you can. Toiloy into the lane and a travel. And everyone on the bench looking like, what?
Everyone was shocked about that one. Good call though. Shuffle his feet probably. We weren't able to see it because we're way over here.
Dean kicks it off. So 16-point deficit for Brevard. And their just whole morale has been shattered, Alvin.
Just obliterated. And it came on the backs of the Claremont defense. They can't do anything to score.
Here's Toiloy ahead of the pack. Good night, he says. Toiloy with 9 points and a foul on the other side of the floor.
Davis can actually sky. Kevin Davis for Brevard coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. He is 5'9", but right there you see his hand get at the rim. He has some springs for legs.
Davis off on that one.
And that's just another instance of why they might have to just no ball practice except one. Free throw line and everyone else on the baseline.
That rebound taken away by Davis, but he falls out of bounds and lets out some of his frustrations.
The hustle's there, but the shots can't fall. It's not transitioning to made baskets, and that's what you need. They only scored 74 points so far in this ball game.
Long left side. Now switches up and goes right. Hoth. A few dribbles left from the right elbow. And McKay a rebound. Dean the pass ahead. And Dean left side three. And unable to get that one to fall. And an over the back foul. Some more shots for the Claremont Crocs. As this one is going to come to a very slow end.
Very high pace to begin this game, and then we just see Claremont really just stuff that fire that Brevard had and just really took it away from them. And right now they took their will to win, their will to play. And now we're just witnessing a carcass getting dragged around on the court.
So Toiloy makes the first one. Second one upcoming.
Have you ever watched Troy, Jesse?
Yeah, Wrong Horse.
You remember that scene when Achilles calls out Hector, and then he's like, it's real sad and somber.
Yeah.
And if he would have made that, I would have had to stop my sentence right there. But he's like, he screams for Hector, then everyone watches Hector get slayed, and then he's just on the horse driving around with Hector.
Yep.
I feel like right now we're at the point where, like, at first we saw him call for Hector, right? That was the beginning of the game. And then we saw like a hard-fought battle. And then we saw that part where his neck gets slit. We're like, oh.
Yeah.
And then
now it's just like full out.
Like the dragging portion.
Yeah.
It's like, to all those who haven't watched.
Okay, Reynolds finally banged one down.
Got one to go. And that's just a great job. He had a phenomenal game. Did his thing. That's how you get ready for that ball, too.
Yeah, dude, I was ready. It was coming towards me.
Jesse wants a shot. You can't be 0 for 1, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Take it, you got to make it. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
So now with under 3 minutes left, the Claremont Crocs are going to sub in everybody. So we'll get to see some new guys that we don't normally see.
Taking a page out of Coach AJ's book.
Yeah. So from the stripe, that one will rattle in for Clark. Clark shooting all right from the free throw stripe today. Not his best day, not his worst.
But he also did a great job of understanding what this game was going to bring and what this game was going to require from him and what his teammates needed, what Boyd was going to be on that court. And I believe he did a phenomenal job of understanding that he needed to be aggressive, and I think he was aggressive.
So now on the floor for the Claremont Crocs, BJ Kethy, David Billingsley, Treasure Bennett, Jordan Denawa, and Stephen Hughes. So here's Hughes, who will throw it to the left side. That one's taken away by Davis. McKay, dribbling left, now pulls back, and hits the three.
Great shot by McKay to bang home that trifecta. Seems like it might be too little too late, though.
97-79. And McKay, another shot down on that end as well.
Maybe not.
Here's Treasure Bennett, the bounce pass ahead to Denawa. Kethy will take a three left side. Good! That's like nails on a chalkboard if you're the Brevard Bobcats. Other side, McKay can't get that one to fall. Now here comes Stephen Hughes. The bounce pass ahead to Treasure Bennett. Right side, Denawa. Now Kethy will slow things down right up top three. And that one just rims out. Minute and a half to play in the ball game. Davis with the easy layup on the other side.
Great job by the Bobcats, not giving up, still trapping late in this game, forcing steals.
That's a good steal, and Davis can put it through on the other side.
But an even better job by the Crocs. You see them battling still. A bunch of fresh legs coming in, and they're playing hard, trying to earn some minutes.
Billingsley misses the layup, but he gets his second chance to fall. 101-85. Dean hits a big three from the right wing. .3 seconds left to play in the fourth. And a foul. More free throws for the Crocs. Brevard is really missing Jace Hogan by now.
Oh, they missed him all game. Just on the putbacks that they would have gotten, extra possessions, and just the sheer dominance on that block. They missed him a lot. And that defensive presence, he brings a lot. Leadership, abilities, you name it. But I believe the Bobcats did a phenomenal job of playing without their superstar. They put up 88 points, They're used to getting about an extra 30 when Jason's in. So putting up that amount of points, you have a lot of guys step up. Darius Clark played phenomenal. And you have some things that you can build on, some things that pokes holes in your teams. You can look on film and recover for next game.
103 to 88. Clark inside, Dean, and Billingsley takes that one away. Billingsley pushing ahead. Treasure Bennett mid-range right side, and that one's off the front side of the iron. McKay with 29 seconds left to go, throws it ahead, and Clark puts it through. Darius Clark now with 20 points. Lead up to 13 with 23 seconds left to go. McKay for three. Bobcats have been off on those shots beyond the arc all game. Salt in the wound. No. Billingsley. Oh, I thought he was going to bang that one home for a second.
I thought he was going to tear the rim off.
Yikes.
I wanted him to.
Clark makes the final shot of the game. 105 to 92. Not the most impressive game from the Brevard Bobcats, but they did play this one without their best player. We'll take a break and come back with our final post-game show of the day and wrap these three games up. Stick with us. 105-92 is the final score. The Claremont Crocs win this one all the way out through the fourth quarter.
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends.
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Welcome back to the post-game show. 105-92 is the final score of this game. The Claremont Crocs now move to 5-2 on the season, while the Brevard Bobcats drop to 3-4. Not the most impressive game we've seen from the Brevard Bobcats, but they were missing their best player and the player who happens to be top 5 in both scoring and rebounds and assists in the game. So, you know, it's hard to play without a guy like that. But Alvin, your player of the game, who is it?
Easily Cornelius Reynolds for the Claremont Crocs. He facilitated, he scored, he brought excitement to their team, and he did a great job defensively. So Cornelius Reynolds takes the cap on that one.
He had 32 points in that ball game. Kyle Clark had 22 as well, and not enough can be said about Steve Toyloy, who had 12 points, but way more than 10 rebounds. So Steve Toyloy with the double-double as well. Looking forward for the Brevard Bobcats, Alvin, what do they have to do to get better? Because now they dropped 2 in a row. They lost last time they played against, arguably one of the lesser teams in the league is what I want to say. They were defeated at that point, and then they ended up winning against the Bobcats. But now the Bobcats dropped 2 in a row, and this one to the Claremont Crocs. How do they get better?
So getting Jace back is going to bring a whole new dynamic to the Brevard team. And what we witnessed so far with Darius Clark doing his thing offensively, being very aggressive, and you've seen a lot of guys this game step up, and you want those guys to continue to step up. And now when you bring Jace back, you have to find a way to have his game match with the game that everyone just produced today. But they have a lot to do with. They have some film. They're going to have to do some soul searching and figure out what went wrong in that Pride game and what went wrong in this game, and figure out a way to rectify both in the next game and tailor that towards their next opponent.
Claremont, obviously they still have a lot to work on too as well, Alvin. Give me one thing that you think they're going to be working on in practice.
So one thing for them is they let their passions get the best of them in a lot of these situations. So their passion works very well when it's working, but when it doesn't work, you see them. We almost had the potential first 5-point play in FBA history, and that is detrimental. In a close game, that is something you cannot afford to have, giving up 5 free points. And that's just something off the top I figure that they will have to rectify. Learning how to be even-keeled, let your passions flow, but then understanding that it's a double-edged sword. You don't want to hurt yourself too.
Well, that'll do things for us here. Thank you for tuning in to 3 games, but we got 4 more games next Sunday for you. We have another quadruple header here for an FBA Sunday, but this was our FBA Sunday game of the week for the illustrious Jerry Pettit, for Addison Pettit and Jelly King, and for Alvin Delvey, I'm Jesse O saying good night here from our Winter Park location just outside of Orlando, Florida. Our final game comes down 105-92. You can catch all the action next Sunday on YouTube and Facebook Live, presented by Poly Wealth Management. Good night.